This is called new water bottle I got. It's it's got a built-in filter. That's cool, right? So, Giant Bomb. Oh, sorry, I got a sore throat. Whiskey Media. Well, okay, Giant Bomb have been kind of quiet for the past couple of weeks. There's not been as much content as there usually is. There's been they've missed a couple of I Love Mondays and Tested, for instance. They haven't been doing App of the Day quite a lot. So it's been kind of quiet on the Whiskey Media front side of things. They only recently revealed yesterday, it was like a huge plot twisting. I think Giant Bomb was even trending on Twitter. Was that Whiskey Media was bought by the people that own GameSpot, CBS Interactive. So CBS Interactive bought GameSpot. CBS Interactive bought Giant Bomb, which is crazy because that's Giant Bomb exists because of Giant Bomb wouldn't exist without GameSpot, because this whole it's kind of complicated if you don't know the story, but a little brief history. Jeff was fired or terminated from GameSpot, but they didn't really reveal why. There was some sketch stuff about a Kane Lynch review back then. There was rumours going around. I was a part of GameSpot at that time, so my thoughts were that Jeff gave it a bad review, or it wasn't like a bad review, but it was I think it was like a 7 or a 6 or something. But the people that made Kane and Lynch had put so much advertising money into GameSpot that they weren't happy they got a bad review. So I thought they fired him because of that. But Jeff revealed yesterday, when he went to GameSpot for the first time in 6 years, that the GameSpot management couldn't trust him in the role, because from the perspective of what an editorial team does. Because they reviewed games, they did them honestly, but the management team buckled when faced with having a lot of dollars walk out the door. I totally read that off the screen, by the way. There's something from a little news article here. But yeah, it's kind of crazy. I was like, whoa, so all this time I've been horrible about it. I've hated GameSpot ever since then. So I left kind of out of anger, well, how can they do that? That's not good. But now it turns out it wasn't really their fault. It wasn't as bad as they make me think it's what it was. So GameSpot they're good. They're not shady. It's just that that sort of stuff. But yeah, so Giant Bomb got bought by them. So they're gonna be in this. They are in right now. They're in the offices at GameSpot, which is crazy. It's just it's kind of like GameSpot is like high school. Giant Bomb was like the real world. And then going back, we're going to a school reunion. It's like that sort of thing. Don't worry though, if because from what the Giant Bomb team say, they're going to stay what they are, pretty much, just with more money and more resources and more places to do things, and that's a really cool thing. Memberships are going to be kind of iffy. I don't really understand what's going on. But yeah, what else? There's a bunch of other stuff. They packed up in their office a couple of around GDC. And they just kind of kept it quiet. I'm kind of upset that we didn't get to say goodbye to the office, because that's a really cool place. CBS bought Comic Vine as well. So Sarah and Tony are going with them, but Screened isn't going with them. They weren't bought by anyone. I don't really know what's going on with Screened, because Tested were bought by Brown or Braun or something, but they're going to work with the fucking Mythbusters, which that's just crazy. That is just insane. They're just called Spoiler, this video of them, and then the Mythbusters next to them. Which is awesome. They're going to do, and they've broadened their website kind of thing. So it's not just tablets and PCs, it's going to be everything from science and art and technology, but not as stuck. So fake outtakes are fucking on outtakes now. yeah, so it's kind of sad that we're not going to see them together as much. Like, they're going to be different things now. They're going to be different websites, different. They're not part of the same family anymore. It's just kind of weird that it's not Whiskey Media anymore. It's their proper websites. It's like they're not the little people anymore. They've been bought by the big people. But I am not. That's not. I don't really have a problem with any of this. Because it means that I'm just going to see more of these guys when they have more resources, so they can do more things, and that's kind of awesome. I'm of course sad about. You know, there's like. It's like they're going through school together, and then at the end of school, everyone drifts apart. And they go away. So yeah, but you know, it was never going to stay that forever, was it? Really? Their user base was becoming too big for the money that they got. They didn't know how to deal with it. So with the extra money and stuff, it's going to be cool. And you know, Giant Bomb's website is going to stay the same, and that's great, and it's going to be different. Yeah, but I'm alright with it. It's good. Yeah, I have no problem. Some people really don't like it. Some people are like outright left because they're like, oh well, they've been bought by the big people. They're gonna forget about the little people now. You know, like no, they're not gonna suddenly become shitty. Like, yeah, Jeff himself said if he thought that was gonna happen, they would have stayed there. Like there was no, they trust GameSpot, which is kind of cool. And it got me back into GameSpot as well. I recently logged back into my account, which I haven't logged into since I left, which is like 2010, like early 2010 or 2009. That was a while ago. Yeah, that's kind of it. That's just my thoughts on that. That I think it's pretty awesome. I'm not unhappy with it. This T-shirt now is going to be it's like really rare now. I bet this is the Whiskey Media 2010 T-shirt. On the back, you will see. Look, I'll just stand up, get a chair out of the way. Look. Oh, I can't really get it into view very well. But look, there's like all the people, like all the people are there. It's kind of awesome. But yeah, that's what I think of it. It's kind of cool, right? I want to check this out. I paid £12 for this Minecraft notepad thing.